Hello? Well, it's my first time on YouTube posting any videos. And it's election time, so I thought I'd post a quick video and say I'd like to run for president. Think I can do a better job than the other two guys, and with your help, let's make sure everybody gets to see my video. So, here's what we need to do, or what I would do if I'm president. Okay, first thing, I'm going to close all the borders. No fence needed. We're going to put a guard tower every 2,000 meters and put guards up in there with 50 caliber machine guns. And landmines out between the two states, between the United States and Mexico. No fence needed. All illegals will have 24 hours to get out of the country. If they're not out of the country, they will be used for labor. You know, like chain gangs picking up trash on the side of the highways. Also, anybody that is collecting these checks from the government, these freebie checks like food stamps, SSI, like I know a few people that collect thousands of dollars a month, $2,800 this one lady was just found collecting, and this isn't millions of people doing it, because she went out and did drugs and alcohol, now she can't work and she's now disabled. Well, she can go pick up trash too. All the free stuff is going to be stopped. If you don't work, you don't eat. If you're out making babies, trying to collect free checks, first thing you're going to do is go get fixed, stitched, something to stop that. And what else can we do? So we've got ownership of property. I was thinking about that. I think it was Karl Marx that in his Communist Manifesto said that there should be control of schools, control of banking, control of money, and no ownership of private property. Sounds pretty familiar, doesn't it? So from this point, when I'm president, if you have your place and it is paid for, you own it. The government will not be able to take it. Now, why is it these politicians running for all these offices of governors and congressmen and presidents of the United States don't bring up these issues? Why is it you never hear about that? Vehicle tags. You will purchase a vehicle tag. Let's give the government a break. It does need money to operate. So one vehicle tag per vehicle. That tag stays on that vehicle unless it's damaged and you go get a new one. This mess of buying a tag every year isn't going to work either. You buy it one time, it's yours, it's registered to you, and they can run it. This thing of every year having to buy a tag, no, that won't work either. So, as far as guns, that's in the Constitution. Anybody that questions whether or not you should be allowed to have guns, you're out of office. You're gone. That means you can't read, basically. So, like Jesse Ventura is my vice president, or he can be president, I'll be vice president. Or I think we see things about the same lines. No more of this food, this genetically modified junk. Other places in other countries like Romania and all this places, they don't allow it either. I was talking to a buddy from there, and that's what he told me. They don't allow that in their country. Enough of this bailouts and credit card companies and insurance companies making trillions of dollars. In fact, insurance companies on your cars, if you want insurance on your car, you buy it for you. Okay? Ain't none of this gonna pass a law, everybody better have it. You don't want your car covered in case it gets in a wreck? Don't buy insurance. If you want it covered, you get in a wreck, somebody hits you, you hit them, your car's covered. None of this building these big corporations and insurance companies again. We're going to have to stop all the games. So, that's all it is a big money game where they're enslaving you and me. Okay? It's time to wake up and just use a little bit of common sense. Okay? I want to run for president. So, that's some of these things I propose to do. And as soon as I get in office, in 24 hours, we'll stop all the illegal immigration coming across. No more freebies, no more if you didn't pay on Social Security, you ain't collecting none. In fact, we're going to start helping out these retired people a little bit more. These checks are given these people that are because they're drunk and on drugs and can't work. That will stop and go to the retired people that worked. Okay, we're going to stop this income tax stuff too. That will stop. Everybody's going to pay a flat rate, 10%. Done, finished, over. This way it's all even. This thing about seatbelts, no more seatbelts required. Sorry, that's part of freedom. You know, you don't make people on school buses, the kids wear seatbelts, And motorcycles don't have seatbelts. That would be retarded. So it's safer to ride down the road on a motorcycle, which I own, than it is to be behind steel doors sitting in a seat that you got to worry about. It's not about the seatbelt. It's about you doing what you're told. It's a process of mind control. You do what you're told to do, and your freedoms don't matter. So, if you want 1,000,000 guns towed in the trunk of your car, that's your business. In fact, anybody that does not have a gun, I think we would pass a tax or law on that. If you don't have guns in your house, and that you have to call the police to come protect you, you're going to be fined, basically. If you can't protect yourself, then you have no business making babies and buying homes or anything else. You can't protect yourself. So it's kind of like the law of the nature and the wild. The strong survive, and that's what keeps things in check and in order. This talking about survival and check and order. Jury trials in this country is what you're supposed to have. You're supposed to have a trial of a jury of your peers, not 6 people that the DA picks. That means you're half guilty before you walk into the courtroom. And of course, the court has everything to gain. The judge has everything to gain. The DA has everything to gain. The jails have everything to gain. The prisons, the police, because it's how they collect their check. So, from now on, when I'm president, you will have a jury of your peers. Everybody knows what the word your means, right? It's you, your personal stuff. In this case, it would be your friends, your church people, your family that knows you and knows why you would do what you did and need to be taken to court. Okay? I had an attorney tell me, well, nobody would be found guilty. Yes. And the judges and attorneys would be out of work. So here's how it would work. Let's say I go and I shoot somebody. I do something real bad. I shoot somebody. My jury finds me innocent. Okay? Jury of my peers. So whoever I murdered, their family would come kill me. Their jury, their peers, would find them innocent. Justice served. I think it'd work a whole lot better than what it's been doing, because apparently everything we've been doing isn't working, but it sure is costing. All this security, and we're supposed to be watching everybody, and we've got places being attacked, and we didn't even know it was coming. We're going to shut off the borders and let the rest of the world fend for itself. And we'll put up a guard tower every 2,000 meters, and we'll just take care of our own here at home. No more sending millions of dollars overseas. No more feeding people that don't want to work. People are stupid. The average generation, they sit around and want to spit out 10 babies and collect 10 checks. They haven't got a car paid for or a house over their head, and they haven't worked, but the government keeps feeding them. That's like breeding roaches, isn't it? I mean, if you can't work or don't have a job and you don't have a car and you're not adult enough to even own a home or have it over your place to live yet, you're renting an apartment. You're never going to have anything if you start making babies. I think you need to get priorities in order. Have a car, have a job, have a house, then make babies. Something that you can afford. Babies, and I'm on this kick, babies are no more important than me having a motorcycle. It's a want, it's not a need. If that's what you want, no more income tax, like we said before, but you're not going to get no deductions off an extra percentage, because we're going to be on flat 10% anyhow. But if there was an income tax, no more free handouts, because that's what you wanted. You live with it. No more of this putting meters on wells, catalytic converters on chimneys, and all these retarded, stupid laws. No more fishing license will be required. There's a pond, you go fish in it. Real simple. Okay? And we'll start having with the police. We need our police officers, we need control, but they will start implementing common sense. It's not common sense. If people don't have it, then they're not officers, and the laws won't be passed. Real easy, isn't it? Just use your brain. Okay? These are things I'll do once I'm president. I think we need to bomb out of office. Me and Jesse need to take over. In fact, Obama is half black and half white, yet they say he's the first black president. that common sense stuff again? He's black? I thought he was white. You know, raccoons are black and white. No. Hey, we get the raccoon out, and we'll put the seal in. That's what we need to do. We'll put the seal in there. Coon out, seal in. Yeah, and I'll be vice president, or over the whole Defense Department, something like that. Just time to straighten up the system. I look forward to your vote. Thank you, and please pass on my video.